Just a strip of leather, that's all that is. That dog leash would need to be able to clean my car in order for me to even think about paying nearly £800 for it. You would not want to carry dog poop around in an Hermes bag. Hey everyone, how is everyone doing? I hope you're all having an amazing weekend. If it's the weekend when you watch this, if it's not, I hope you're having a good week. So what we're gonna be doing is, I was on the Hermes website. Why was I on there? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I was looking at those blankets that you can get. And I ended up down a rabbit hole of like weird, very expensive, weird stuff on there. And I looked at it and I thought, who is buying this? I mean, I would imagine there's a combination of people that just love it and they've got the cash to burn, and people that are maybe trying to get Birkins or Kellys that are buying this stuff. But we're going to go through it because some of it is bizarre and it's all very expensive. But before I do that, I just wanted to thank all of you who left a comment under my last video where I was talking about just generally feeling a little bit lost with luxury, and well, mainly with YouTube actually. And I was saying that, I'll link to that video below if you didn't see it, but I was saying that, you know, I love luxury, but these price rises have pushed me to a point where I wouldn't personally buy a lot of this stuff now. Things under 4K and under, I still catch my eye, but these very, very expensive bags, clothes, shoes, where the price rises are at ridiculous, I am not in the market for that stuff anymore. And I was just worried that it was kind of reflecting on the channel in so much as I'm here to talk about luxury, and I feel as though the amount of luxury I even want to talk about is scaling down and down and down because of how much it is. And I had so many of you give me really good advice. I had so many of you leaving comments. I had a lot of you emailing me, and if you emailed me, I need to say, if I haven't emailed you back yet, I must have got like over 100 emails after I did that video. And so if you wrote to me or DM'd me on Instagram, because I got loads on there as well, and I haven't got back to you yet, that's why, because there is a huge backlog, but I am working my way through it today. Today is Sunday, so I'm working my way through it. But yes, the other thing I'm doing is I'm going through those comments, and I'm trying to write down in my notebook common themes. So things that a lot of you are all saying the same things that you want to see. So a lot of you have said that you'd like to see bags that I've bought previously, because, you know, on social media, you tend to show things when you unbox them, and unless it's like an Instagram picture or you're doing a wear and tear video, you don't always see those things again. So what I definitely want to do is more of that, showing you things that actually I had a clear out the other day, and I've got things I forgot I even bought. So I'm going to revisit all of that. But anyway, let's talk about some weird stuff. So as I mentioned, I was on the Hermes website looking at those blankets, and I won't be buying one of those blankets because I think, I already thought they were going to be, but I think they're grossly overpriced for what they are. It's like what is it, cashmere? It's a cashmere blanket, and it's over £1,000. And I saw it and I thought, really? I wasn't surprised at how much they were. I didn't look at the price and go, oh my gosh, that's more than I thought. The price was, you know, pretty much what I thought. But I was just curious. Anyway, while I was on there, I ended up down this rabbit hole, as I've mentioned. And they've got some weird stuff on there, everyone. Okay, the first thing is this. And you might be thinking, what is that? I'll tell you what it is. It's a dog pouch. What is a dog pouch? You put treats in it. And how much is this? Nearly £500. It's £475. It's called the On The Go Dog Pouch. It is water resistant. It has a leather handle with Hermes Cellier engraved on the snap closure, so everyone knows it's Hermes if they get very, very up close and personal to it. It's got an interior pocket compartment, an H opening dispensing plastic bag. I looked at this and I thought, does it deal with poop as well? Dog poop? Is there, you know those little plastic bags you can get so you can clean up after them? Does it have that? I don't think it does. I was just curious because I thought you would not want to carry dog poop around in an Hermes bag, would you? You would not want to do that. But yes, when I saw it, I thought, strange, not all that attractive, to be honest, and very expensive. And now I want to know, with that and with everything I'm about to show you, if you have bought any of this stuff, if you feel that I'm wrong, if you've bought it because you were encouraged to buy it, to get a Birkin or a Kelly, please let me know as well. I'm always so interested to know about that. So that's the first item, bizarre. The next item, because I was looking at pet stuff at this point, which you'll probably realise now, is a dog leash. Oh my gosh, guess how much they want for a dog leash? Just a plain leather dog leash. Guess the price. I can hear some of you shouting, $450? Wrong. Nearly £800. They want £760 for this dog leash. And I just think that dog leash would need to be able to clean my car in order for me to even think about paying nearly £800 for it. Can you believe it? And also, I grew up with dogs. Dog leashes, the wear and tear on them can be quite a lot. Some dogs chew their own leashes. We had a dog that used to like to walk itself, and it used to chew on its leash, particularly if the leash was hanging up by the door and it wanted to go for a walk. It would try and get hold of its leash with its like teeth, obviously. Dog leashes, the wear and tear can be crazy. So to spend that kind of money on just a strip of leather, that's all that is. It's a strip of leather and it's nearly £800. I think that's crazy. But again, let me know what you think. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Right, this one is wild. This one is a joke. And again, I want you to guess the price. I don't want to offend anyone with this video, by the way. I'm just picking things that in my mind are a very good example of what we're talking about when we say that things have got too expensive and we're in the world of crazy now when it comes to luxury. So there is a round tray. It's wicker. How much would something that's wicker cost you? Not too much. And it's got like a glass top on the inside. The only difference is it does have the leather handles on each side. You're gonna die when you hear how much this is. I will hear some of you laughing through the camera when you hear how much this is. Now, when I look at this to me is the kind of thing that I would find in a charity shop or a thrift store, albeit not from Hermes, but it's just a tray with a glass top and some leather handles. It doesn't look special. It doesn't have, like, I really like, there's this interior brand called Akoya, which is where we get our sofas from and like various bits and bobs. And I really like their stuff. And when they do trays, you know, I'm going to tell you the price in a second, but I need to say, Akoya do trays, and when you look at them, they're beautiful and they are very of the brand. You look at them and you think it looks expensive. That wicker tray, to me, doesn't look expensive. I can hear you wanting the price. Have you all thought in your head how much this is yet? Because it is £2,190, nearly £2,200 for a wicker tray with a glass top. Do you see what I'm saying here? It's madness, it's madness. Oh my God, the next one's even worse. Now, okay, so they have got a picnic basket set. And I will say, in its defense, it's still not worth anywhere near how much this actually is. If you've bought this, you're already going to know how much this is. But it's a wicker basket, a wicker, it looks like a bread bowl or something, some knives and forks, 4 glasses, and then 8 plates. So you've got like 2 different designs of plates there. I know it's Hermes, but I think this price is grotesque. It's £13,360. And I just think for that, this is where I feel that these luxury brands are laughing at us, because that price for a wicker picnic set, I know there's some ceramic stuff in there, and I know they charge a lot for their ceramic stuff. And if you're watching this and you're like, no, 13k is a fair price for that picnic basket, I get it. I get it. But to me, I just feel as though these brands are actually taking the mickey slightly. Well, quite a lot, some of them. And I think to charge 13k for that, it doesn't even look special. In my opinion, it doesn't look special. It just looks like a wicker picnic basket. If David took me out for a date and whipped that out and it was full of sandwiches and nice things, three things. First of all, I wouldn't know it was Hermes. Well, I would now because I've seen the picture, but I wouldn't know. Secondly, I wouldn't believe it cost 13,000. And thirdly, I would be shouting at him for spending 13,000 on that. Now we have some other wild things, and these are not as expensive as I thought they were going to be compared to something else I'm going to show you. Check this out, and you might look at it, and some of you might know what these are. Some of you might be scratching your head thinking, what is that? Please tell me what that is. They're bookends, and they are £1,080. They're wood, they're carved, I get it. It's meant to look like a horse's head, I get it. But I don't get the price. I think that price that's clown money. Again, no offense if you bought them. I just think these prices they're laughing. And people must be buying this stuff. Oh, I don't get it. Now the next thing is also, I've got three more things left. The next thing is also a wooden carved horse's head. And what is this? It's a nothing. It's just a sculpture. It's just an ornament. And wait until you find out how much it is. Can you guess how much this is? Have a guess. Tell me. Let me know in the comments. Before I tell you how much this is, type in the comments how much you think this carved wooden horse's head object is. Go on, do it now. Do it now. I want to see from all of you what you think. It's nearly £4,500. It's £4,440. Wow. Right, two more items. Now with these items, they're very expensive. Well, I wouldn't say that they're as ridiculously expensive as the other items I've shown you. They're not, I think for Hermes, they're quite reasonable. But I'm going to show them because they're the kind of thing that your child is going to grow out of and they're going to get ruined. So unless you're someone who's like a multi-millionaire and this is short change for you, and those people are out there, unless this is you, I think for a lot of people this would be considered a little bit of a waste of money, unless after your child's grown up you want to keep it as a keepsake, which is possible. So the first thing is this round bib. How much? £240 for a little bib. How much would that have cost Hermes to produce? There's like some embroidery on it. Is that even embroidery or is that printed on? I don't believe this would have cost them more than £10 to make, and they want £240 for it. I know you're paying for the brand. It doesn't even have Hermes written on it, not that I can see. And then the final item, and they're cute, and they match the bib. But again, your baby's going to grow out of them. However, it's these boots, these little booties, baby booties. They look to be crocheted. Yep, I think they're crocheted, possibly knitted. Looks like crochet to me. I don't crochet, I knit, but let me know what you think. It's got the little horse on them. They are £200. My only caveat with those is that although they're really expensive and they would have cost pence to make, I do know of parents that keep babies' booties, and I can see that particularly if you're having your first child and you've got that money to spend, I can see that buying the booties and the bib would be a really cute thing to do. Because, for example, my mum, when I came home from hospital when I was born, she bought me these little pink suede boots that had like little tassels on them. She's still got them now. She kept them as like a keepsake memento. She has, from memory, Mum, if you're watching, you'll know this. She's got like stuff to do with all of us when we were born, pictures and such that she keeps together, and the boots are in there. And she, you know, she shows me them every so often. She's like, you came home from hospital in these and they were so cute. So I can see why they would actually be an attractive thing to buy. So out of everything I've shown you, I actually think the two best buys are the bib and the boots, even though I think they're very expensive for what they are. So I would love to get your thoughts on this video. What do you think of these prices? Who do you think's buying this stuff? If you are somebody who has bought any of these items, particularly the picnic set, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear. Do you think, or do you know, if buying these items is maybe even a requirement for potentially getting yourself on the list for a Birkin or a Kelly? Maybe that's another part of it, because, you know, you have all told me, and I did read it actually, that, I don't know whether you know this, but Hermes SAs do not get commission when they sell Birkins and Kellys, etc. They only get commission when they sell the bits and bobs and junky little items. You know what I mean? The little things that probably no one really needs, but you buy it because you want the bag. That's what they earn their commission on. And I think that's really unfair, actually, because as I mentioned in a previous video, I think everyone has their bills to pay. And I think it's really unfair for SAs to not be paid commission on those bags, because they're still selling the bags. Why should they? And the bags are so expensive, I'm sure there's margin in them to pay a fair wage to a sales associate. I just think that's really unfair, but let me know what you think. And if you are a sales associate, obviously you don't have to use your real name, but let me know what you think. Have you sold Birkins and Kellys and you haven't profited from it either? And it's unfair because, as I say, you've got your bills to pay. Everyone's got their bills to pay. I think everyone should be paid fairly for their work. That's another topic though. Anyway, I'm going to let you go because this video is quite long. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.